All right, we're in. We're into the portal. No audience yet. One audience member, Zappa Costa Marie, was our first audience member on record.
Excellent.
I'm vaping.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Everybody's gonna ask what I'm doing. I'm vaping. Hey, hello. Hi from Virginia. Hello, love. So nice to see you guys, says Antonia. Nice to see you too.
Yes.
Happy Friday. Hey, hi, ho, hey, hi, ho, hey. You know what I've noticed? On here, you can respond to people as they talk, but on Instagram, it's not wise to do because when you watch the playback, they don't have the scroll, so you can't see what the hell we're talking about.
Oh.
So, like, I noticed that last time, they, like, trick
What?
you into answering things, right? And then you answer something, and it's something stupid, and then all of a sudden you, like, watch it back, and the question is gone, so it looks like you're just talking about stupid stuff all on your own.
Oh dear.
It's a good trick. Anyway, my night has been pretty horrible, Antonia says, so it's amazing to see you guys on here. My mood is lifted. That's what we're here for. We're here to lift your spirits.
That's right.
And hopefully ours as well. You're smoking again. Who says that? Dave Hastings.
Oh, Dave.
How dare you? How dare you smoke again? I'm just joking. But it's not good, man. It's just not good. Okay? I can tell you that much. It's not a good thing. Anyway, what's going on in this wacky world? Welcome to Friday Night Feldman. Welcome back. We've seen you a few times now. I think we've done this quite a few times, right? There's been about maybe 5 or 6 of these. Somebody's mom passed away today. Who said that? Leader of the pack. Sorry to hear that. Ambulance and ER prayers work. She is home.
I'm sorry.
She passed, but she's back?
She passed out today.
Oh, passed out. Okay. Today, cold ambulance. Yeah, your words are a little out of sync there, buddy, but you know, that's all right. I'm glad to hear she pulled through. That's all that matters. Finally got the website to work. Yay! Thanks to Heather. Thanks. Who says that? That's
OBUK.
OBUK.
Yeah,
I mean, you be okay. That's what I meant to say. No, good job. Glad to hear it. For anybody trying to watch the last weekend of My Truth, the movie, the documentary that everybody needs to see, now's the time before it's gone. MyTruthDoc.com. And as we are live,
yes, we are.
If you watch it tonight with us and you buy your ticket tonight while we're live, I will give you a very special shout out and say thank you for buying the ticket. So don't miss your chance to watch it when you can actually ask us questions, because we're here to answer your questions, and we'll give you a shout out and say thank you for buying the ticket. So you can go get your ticket right now at mytruthdoc.com. Okay? YouTube for free. Who said that? Hold on 1 second. 1 second there. Invasion Mad. I've seen them. I've blocked them before. It's not the first time I've blocked them. That's for sure. Well, we're going to block you now. Hold on. Yep, there we go. Report comment. Abuse.
Yep, exactly. That's
there
just encouraging people to watch pirated copies.
Yep, they do it to me all day.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube for free. If you only knew, honey. Do you know that we've taken down 150 copies?
Mm-hmm.
That's no joke. Equaling 4 million free views that the Wolfpack has given out for free to drain our potential finances so that we can no longer have a voice. This is all about First Amendment rights. Mm-hmm. This is what this is about, First Amendment rights. They are taking my voice away. Mm-hmm. They don't want me to continue playing the movie. They want me to, first of all, stop. They want me to go away. And they want to continue putting it out for free because it liquidates the potential of the movie. Because if they're putting it out there for free, first of all, you know what happens when you see a movie for free? You don't take it seriously. You don't appreciate it. You don't take it like, like a movie that's important to you, that you go out and you pay for, or you rent, becomes something that you like value in a certain way, because you know that you paid for this movie. You want to get every second of it. You want to get all the enjoyment out of it. So you sit there and you watch it attentively. And when you get something on the internet for free, you watch it for 5 minutes and then you click in and out. You don't look at it. You don't pay attention. Then you go, oh, yeah, I saw it. There was nothing in it that was that shocking. And that's the problem. It's called turning it into wallpaper and taking the value out of it. So that's what they've been doing quite effectively. And because they've been doing that quite effectively, it's taken everything out of us. We've been drained. We've been drained financially. We've been drained emotionally. We've been drained mentally. They've drained our resources. This is what they do. And they drain our fan base because they wear on you guys to where it makes it impossible. Buy a ticket, watch it, take it to heart, and listen closely. Exactly. That's the point. But don't buy a ticket, buy a ticket. Hey, somebody just bought a ticket. Hi, Roger. Thank you, Roger. Woo woo. If you're watching right now and you're part of this live broadcast, we appreciate you, Roger. And even if you're not watching, we appreciate you anyway. How about that? Because you're going to watch the movie, and that's the important part. But anyway, this is what they do. They basically prostitute the movie. They turn it into a cheap, meaningless piece of nothing. So that way, everybody says, oh, you can access it for free. It doesn't mean anything. See what I'm saying? Whereas when a movie holds real value, it's taken seriously. So this leads us right into what we're talking about tonight. The big question becomes this. I've heard multiple reports. We have a prayer group that we've been working with. That's a prayer group. It's a friend of Courtney's family. And we've been doing some prayers with them. And they all wanted to support the film. They all wanted to see the film. And they went out, and that was nice of you to do that for the charity. I saw what you said, but I don't know which charity you did it for. One problem that we've had is people having parties where they pay one price and then, everybody gives them money, because what happens is the money doesn't actually go back to us. So it doesn't really help us regain the value of the budget, which is what we need to do. But anyway, let me just explain to you, like, one big instance we found out about was some people did a fundraiser for RAIN, which is, a big child abuse and sexual abuse center. It's like a call center, and it's a help center, and it's a very, very powerful one in the United States. And they claim to be doing a fundraiser for RAIN, and they rented a theater, and they premiered the movie on the night of the premiere, and they charged people a high ticket price, and then all those people paid the promoters, but the promoters never actually had a deal with RAIN. So they never actually were doing an event for anybody. They just used RAIN's name, and they used our name, and they said it was for a good cause, for child abuse, and instead they pocketed all the money, and they paid for one stream of the movie, and that's it. So that happens. We've been literally prostituted. There's no better way to put it. So anyway, this leads us to the question. So we were in this prayer group, and we told the people, look, here's the deal. The movie's playing. You guys should see it so you know what we're talking about. And they said, okay, we will. And they all went in and they tried to watch the movie. And a bunch of them couldn't access it. Now, that's not because it's been hacked or because of any other problem like that at this point. I mean, what happened on the premiere happened on the premiere. But what now, people still have problem accessing it. And I know there's a lot of different people with a lot of different reasons why they have problems accessing it. So let me just say this much. Here's the deal. Some people have had a problem accessing it because you have old phones, old software, or old hardware. So it makes it impossible. Now, I had a phone which wasn't the same phone that I'd watched on before, and I tried, and I went on there, and I tried to look at it the other day to help somebody with the problem, and then I realized it said that I needed to enable my cookies. So I had to go through the whole process. Now, I don't know if you guys have gone through this yet, but you have to go through this process sometimes, depending on which internet profile you're using. So if you're using like Internet Explorer as your search engine, or if you're using uh, Firefox or Mozilla or whatever. But the point is that you may have to change your cookies and enable the cookies. And I understand that some people may not be very proficient in this type of stuff, and that may cause confusion. That may be a reason why some people cannot watch the movie. But it's not because there's any problem with the broadcast of the movie. It's because of the fact that some people just really don't know even how to enable their cookies or where to go. So it is printed out at the top, and you can actually follow the steps, and even that is a little bit confusing, but you can figure it out. It can be figured out. So here's the deal. I know a lot of people have experienced this problem and have not been able to watch the movie still. I'm hearing this from a lot of people. I want to give them more time. So the question I want to pose to you guys tonight, and this is kind of a multi-part question, because the other thing is, as I say if you look at the description of tonight's Friday Night Feldman, we're only really doing these because we're promoting the movie. I mean, we love talking to you guys, and it's nice and it's fun for us, but we do it because of quarantine, so we're trying to keep everybody, entertained, and because of the fact that we want to promote the movie, and we want to get the word out there, and we want to spread the message. So if we're not going to keep the movie out, there's really no reason to continue doing these. So part of what we're trying to figure out right now is it worth it? Because we've talked to the digital provider, and we can probably make it work. If we were going to extend, we could extend for like 2 weeks to give everybody a chance to finally see it. And it's not like, I don't expect that we're going to make like any amount of money, because honestly, like I said, they've drained us of the potential. But that said, for those people who still haven't redeemed their tickets because they bought them and they haven't figured it out yet, or people that need to see it still and want to buy a ticket, there's still going to be a few here and there. And I mean, obviously, if we could get out to the masses, if we could get beyond the fan base and reach the masses, which is what they're afraid of, but if we could get out to the millions and millions of people who've never even heard about this movie, then we know that we have tons of potential, and there's millions of people that could be reached that might care. Because at the end of the day, you know what the mission is? The mission is finding somebody who cares. That's why the last Friday Night Feldman we did, like, the whole topic was, does anybody care? Right? Because that's what we want to know. Does anybody care enough to investigate these charges? Does anybody care enough to fight for the justice of the people who have been assaulted and terrorized because they support children's rights? Does anybody care about all the victims, both sexually and all the terror victims of this cult, of this network group that has been assaulting my fans and my friends and my followers and my supporters for the last year and a half? Does anybody care? And if you do care, then do you care enough to support the movie that we all know is at the root of this and why they're fighting so hard to silence us? So that was last week. This week we're asking, okay, if you care and you still want to see the movie, then is it worth keeping out? And if we keep it out, do we keep it out in a way that we can actually get the message out beyond the borders of the fan base? Because that's really what matters. Is there a way to get our voices heard? Because we've been screaming from rooftops for as long as I can remember to get the message out, right? But unfortunately, it's still not being heard. And people are still not standing with us. And we're still not having investigations opened. And the talk shows are ignoring it. And the news is ignoring it. And the magazines are ignoring it. And everybody's ignoring it. Like, it doesn't matter. Children being molested and raped in Hollywood doesn't matter. You heard the message loud and clear. Doesn't matter. So the point is, does it make a difference to keep it out any longer? Is it worth another shot? Is it worth another 2 weeks? Can we achieve something by doing it? Do you think there's a chance that maybe if we hold a spark out there, that maybe it catches a flame, and then maybe that flame grows, and then maybe somebody that's worthwhile will notice and say, Jesus, this is wrong. Somebody's got to do something. Somebody's got to protect these children. Let me step in and be the hero. Let me step in and show people that I am going to do what's right. Do you think there's a chance in hell that that could happen in the next 2 weeks if I bought us 2 more weeks for the movie to be playing? I want to hear from you guys tonight. I want to know your thoughts. That's what we're talking about tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Courtney Feldman, of course.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Yes, I am here.
And she's
Thanks
here
for all
to
your
co-host.
delightful comments and all that. So sweet. Yeah, we're hoping for a lot more support, especially from the media, but it seems they have been quite silent about this. And it's like, how angry do people have to get? How many more children need to suffer before this gets people's attention? You know, there hasn't been a children's rights movement. There's been Black rights movement.
Which, thank God, by the way,
Yes.
that's finally happening. You know, and I
Thank
sit there
God.
watching them.
Yes.
I sit there watching them on the news talking about how it's like there's 2 diseases in the world, right? There's the disease of COVID and there's the disease of racism, which are equal threats to our society. But let me give you the third that has been ignored and continues to be ignored, and that's pedophilia. Okay, and that is a disease.
Exactly.
And that is out there, and it is affecting all of our lives and all of our families. Go ahead, dear. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
I was just saying, like, you know, how many fine, you know, Black people had to die before we start hearing about this on the news. Like, this, if you live in America, this is, and you pay attention, this is like common knowledge, the police brutality. Like, how much more violence, how many more good people do we have to lose before people start giving a fuck? You know, it shouldn't have to come down to that. We should just be able to approach this subject and like stare at it and say, hey, this is real. This isn't some made up thing. This is really going on, and it's really messed up, and we've got to do something to fix it. I'm just saying.
Children don't have a voice. I agree.
I mean, there's an animal rights movement too, because animals don't have a voice either, and people have to stand up for them too. Like, it's all very important.
Oh, by the way, Netflix, everybody saw that Netflix just picked up the Jeffrey Epstein movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also there's another documentary out that my friend Francis Fisher was promoting, which I retweeted on here, which references me, which is about the producer Russell Simmons. And we happen to know a girl who won a settlement against him. We can't mention her name due to the respect of the legal aspects, but isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how I'm mentioned in all these documentaries, yet nobody wants to carry mine?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so important that it's the topic of all these documentaries, but yet the actual documentary isn't worth talking about,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's a
that
bunch
makes
of bullshit.
sense.
It's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
That makes sense. Anyway, let's take a look what's going on here. Who wants to come on tonight and talk? We're gonna invite some guests on, so you can send a request if you want to come on. We're gonna take a look at requests in a minute, and I'm gonna answer some questions. If anybody has any questions, I see a lot of comments. But if anybody has any questions, you're welcome to ask your questions.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions or whatnot.
Square one was good. I did not see that. You are the spark, my friend. Hey, buddy, what's up? Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that spark takes hold. Again, I don't know if I want to fight the fight anymore. I'm tired. We're both tired. And is it worth it? What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's worth it? I'm in square one. Okay. Good to know. Hi, Charisse. How are you? Tired by mighty. Well, thanks for saying so, Marissa, but I don't feel too mighty right about now. We're pretty fried. We do this day in and day out. It's worth it to you, Gina? We should all be requesting it on Netflix. Yeah, that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually a very proactive way of looking at it. You can
Right.
totally
If everybody was writing
bother
letters to
Netflix about it.
saying,
Ask
why
them
is
why
this
they're
not
not
on
showing
there?
My Truth.
I would
Seriously.
absolutely do
Yeah.
that. I think that could be a great campaign.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, RN.
Hold them to it.
RN says we look exhausted but gorgeous. That's about
Thank
how we
you.
feel. But thanks. I don't know about the gorgeous part, but I definitely feel the
Oh.
exhausted. But thanks. Yeah, that's a great idea. You guys should do a Netflix campaign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, if everybody just starts tweeting to Netflix all the time, writing to Netflix,
Asking them why My Truth is not on Netflix. You want to
there
watch
you
it.
go. My Truth on Netflix. There you go. There's the campaign.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag My
Everybody
Truth on
just
Netflix.
start bothering them 24/7 for the next 2-3 weeks. Why is this
Yes.
not there? Maybe they'll listen.
Yep, exactly.
But there'd have to be an army. There'd have to be an army. Yeah, right. Good hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
Strength in numbers. Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah, we need an army on IMDb too. Exactly. I mean, it's all of it right now. Everything is overwhelmed. It's just like they've attacked everything. Let's start the army. Well, listen, you guys, it's an army of love. Remember that. If you're going to start an army and it's going to be in my name, then please make it an army of love.
Yes,
because we don't ever want to be like those other guys, okay? We don't ever want to be out there doing dirty to people and messing with people and all of that. It just doesn't, it's not the way I roll, and that's not, going to accomplish anything except pain. We're not here to accomplish pain. Love and compassion. That's right, Gina. We're here to,
Yes.
teach people that empathy and compassion are the only ways that we can move forward in this world with all beings. Love for all beings. 1.5 million views on this interview. That's insane potential sales. On what interview?
Oh, she's saying that she can get you like an interview with a YouTube account that has 1.5 million followers.
Oh, I see. Well, I appreciate
That's
that.
nice.
Thank you. But we're everything publicity wise goes through my publicist. So yeah, we don't really do much of that these days. But we are considering doing a few things. I don't know if anybody saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing that I did last week, but I was thinking about maybe. They asked me to do this thing with the other actors, so we're thinking about maybe doing that. I'll keep you posted if I do. Did you see the little shout out I did? So they're asking me to do. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, there's what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Messages are always
You were talking
scrolling
about your
across my phone as
publicist
we're
and
talking.
then something.
Yeah, good job. Oh, right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thanks, Donatello. Thanks. Yeah. So they want me to do this thing, like a reunion thing, like they did, they did with the actors in the suits, but they want me to do one with all the voice actors now, kind of like we did for Goonies. So that's a potential thing that I might do. And
Sorry, I was trying to get
who
a
keeps
mosquito.
talking about Johnny? Thanks, Johnny. Oh, that's Danielle. Everybody keeps saying Johnny. I keep saying Johnny, Johnny. Anyway, I know that a lot of you guys, yeah, I know that's you, but it's just kind of funny. But anyway, so I know there's a lot of love for the Ninja Turtles and Donatello and all that. So I figure maybe it's worth doing it for the fans. But again, I'm pretty fried. So if I did it, everything's about trying to spread the message. So anything I do right now is going to be connected somehow to promoting the truth. And if there's no truth to promote, then it doesn't make sense for me to do anything. So that's where we're getting ready to take a big break. I'm going to go hide away for a while, do my album. And, as far as like, everybody says, oh, you got to go after this legal stuff. It's like, I don't really care. I mean, I care, but I don't think, would I do more conventions? Sure. Um, but it's going to be a while till there's conventions, I think. I think that's going to take another 4 to 6 months. Am I excited for the album? Or you're excited for the album. That's better. I'm glad you're excited about it. I'm working on a box set. Working on a box set for the Love Left 25th anniversary, which is like now. So I've got to finish quickly. But it's going to be a beautiful box set. You guys are going to love this. It's going to be so awesome. Like, if you're into like the 90s movies and the music that I did back then you're going to really love it because it's a combination of like stuff that's never been released. It's not Truth Movement. It's not Truth Movement, but it is in a way. There's like a couple songs that were crossover for anybody who really knows my early music. We used Walk and Depressed from the Truth Movement album on the first solo album because there was that crossover. But so the interesting thing about the box set is it's going to have stuff that's never been released from that era. So it's going to be like my early music that nobody ever got to hear. So there's going to be like stuff like that nobody's ever heard. Then there's also going to be remixes and remasters of the entire album. So it's going to sound all like sparkling brand new, like all the songs from the original album. We're doing it all like from the original masters. It's really cool. It's a really cool process. Then there's going to be new material. So it's a lot of stuff. I don't want to get into details because I don't want to ruin all the surprises. But all I can tell you is it's going to be a big set, and there's going to be videos as well. We're going to have old footage from the old days. We're going to have some footage from the recent tours. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. So I think you guys will love it. But it's going to take a while. And guess what? I can't work on it when I'm located in our secret location far away from home with no way to get home. Because my studio's there and I'm not there. So I got to get home first. That's number one. I was on Splatter, exactly. The first Netflix original content in 2009. Very good. Who is that? Veronica Porras. Well, you are a well-educated young lady, Veronica, because you got it exactly right. I did the world's first ever digital streaming series for Netflix, and it was called Splatter, with Joe Dante directing and Roger Corman as the producer, and it's actually still on Netflix. How about that? That's right, I've done a lot of firsts. Congratulations on that. Unfortunately, I don't get the credit. I don't get the credit for being the first guy to introduce digital premieres of first run movies on VOD. Now, do I?
Mm-hmm.
Who thought of that one?
Imagine that.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is now the Commonstead, right? Isn't that how all major studios are releasing their films? Didn't see that one coming. But anyway, I don't care about that. I don't care about credit. I don't need credit. I need people to listen to the story and open investigations and get justice for the victims of these monsters. How much more clearly do I need to say it? Yeah, we gotta be louder. That's all we've got. I don't know about chosen one, but God bless you. Thanks. I've chosen to do something, but I don't know what. Because I thought my message was this. I thought this is what I had to get out. But then I'm getting justice for patients because you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I say, like, what's it all for if we can't even get people to hear it? If we can't even get the message out? I mean, yeah, I got it out to my little bubble. But beyond that, useless. So I feel very useless. Yes, you can buy it off the website, mytruthdoc.com.
Yep. www.mytruthdoc.com.
So what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth trying to keep it up for 2 more weeks? Should I put us through more of all of this? Is it worth the fight? Here's my problem with QAnon, okay? I'll be very honest with you. They go and believe everything they hear, like, out of the shadows, which is not true, and then they don't listen when I'm talking. If you want to know the truth, then don't just talk about conspiracy theories. Learn. Educate yourself about real factual stuff. And then you can listen to all the other stuff. But when you slough off the facts so that you can promote fiction, doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me. But anyway.
Hey, if there's any names that come of it, if anybody gets put in prison, or if there's names of specific children released and they're actual children, then there you go.
Or the day I see anybody on my list get arrested, then I will believe that there is a massive underground movement to eradicate the pedophile elites. Wait, did you hear what he said? He said, out of shadows open many eyes, though, so peyote are waking up to what's happening. I agree. If you do peyote, you probably will get a lot more out of shadows. Anyway, so we'll leave that at that. All right, time's up, Charlie Sheen. Now that is what I'm talking about.
That's right.
That's a hashtag.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Well, I think we've got only 40 people watching. So I think that we're not getting across. We're not getting the message across. All right, well, listen, guys, we're going to cut it short. We've got dinner. We love you. We want to know. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Should we do this? And by the way, Gina, hey, look, there's Gina now. Gina, I know you're watching. We are, we'll be contacting you. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave you a message, but, yeah, we'll be contacting you. All right? Very good. So anyway, for everybody else, keep the faith.
Yep.
Please say this live. I will be back ASAP. Okay, there you go. You got it. What? So confusing sometimes, people on Twitter. Hey, what do you think about the fact that Donald Trump put down this new law that he could hold Twitter accountable for allowing people to make discriminatory and defamatory remarks? That, my friends, is the most useful thing that he has ever done. I think that's a wonderful idea. What do you guys think? Huh? I mean, there you go. Now, if that was a real law that actually went into place, I would absolutely hold so many people accountable. Oh my God. You know, they were, yeah, well, I won't get into my discussions, but let's just say I have some friends in the legal world who said the ramifications for what's been done to me and to the Feld fam as a whole could be like mind boggling. Do you know what the damages that are caused over all of the defamatory and illegitimate slanderous remarks that have been made about us and so many of us on here? I think it would be a great law. I would support that in a heartbeat. But we'll see what happens, shall we? Something tells me it's not going to stick. Something tells me that's going to be one of those, executive orders that gets bartered out in court and never actually goes into law. But if it did, something tells me there might be some lawsuits on the other side of this whole thing. But again, I'm not in it for the lawsuits. I'm not actually planning on doing anything legally about any of this unless they mess with me first. If they come start messing with me, bet your ass I'm going to go after everything that's been taken from me. But we'll see what happens. For me, the big message is I would rather see people be brought to justice by victims coming forward. That's where it's at for me. And I will back up anybody. I got so many messages from Wolfpacks calling Judy's victim. Calling Judy a victim? I got so many messages from Wolfpacks calling Judy victim. I don't understand what that means. Being slandered for my past. I have a lot. LOL is horrible, but whatever. I'm sorry about that. But here's the thing. If Charlie was innocent, he would have sued you already. Yeah, well, that's the truth. But, just because people like you say that, he may try to. And if he does, hey, I think we've got a little bit of evidence that we saved that we'd be more than happy to break out in discovery. Trust me, there's a lot of things that we learned in interviews that we didn't air. He does not want out there. I can tell you that much right now. Anyway, yeah, Judy is definitely not a victim, folks. I'll
Not
tell you
by
that
any
much.
means.
It's not even an enabler. It's beyond enabler. But we don't want to go into
Way beyond.
that. Way beyond. But anyway, that's a whole other story. You guys watch the movie. This is the last chance. I want you to leave your comments, and I want you to tell me. Maybe we should do one of those polls. Should I extend the movie or not? Is it worth it?
Yeah, do a poll.
I'll do a poll. Tell me your comments. Tell me your thoughts. Should we extend the documentary for another 2 weeks? Because I want your opinions. You guys are in on this as much as I am. I know that when I do this, that you guys got to fight right along with me. I see a lot of yes, and it's worth it. And I appreciate that. But I really can't keep it going more than a couple more weeks, even if I do it. But I like the idea of petitioning Netflix. That's the thing. I can't do it on my own. It's too much pressure. You know what I mean? And it's not worth the payoff. There's nobody, buying tickets. The ticket sales are so low that it's like, is it really worth it? Do I really need all the stress?
And it seems like, well, I'm not going to say that.
No, go ahead.
Well, it just feels like there's a lot of people out there that might not be familiar with streaming services and how to do it from a website, because it is relatively new technology to just be able to stream it yourself. I mean, we did, that was his idea. And so, all the kinks aren't really ironed out yet.
Crowdfund to get it on streaming. It is streaming.
So we
It's
worry
streaming
about the
right
people
now.
that
We can keep it streaming. We just need people to buy the tickets. But if nobody's buying tickets, what's the point of streaming it? It's streaming for nobody.
I mean, literally, I had this
did it
group
on
of
my
four
phone today and it
ladies
worked. See,
cried.
well, yeah, it will work. It will work on your phone. It will work on your laptop. It will work on anywhere. You mean on Netflix? Well, yeah. Here's the thing: if it was on Netflix, then people who don't follow me, who aren't, day-to-day fans, and they're just casual fans, would have a chance to find out about it and see it, because God knows the press isn't helping, but Netflix won't carry it. So that's what I'm saying. If you guys really want to make it your objective to go out there and start a campaign to pressure Netflix, then do it, and maybe you'll get the press's attention. It can happen that way. It's possible. But we'll see what happens. It's in your hands. Leave me your comments. Leave me your thoughts. We love you.
Yes, we love you. Most important of all, we love you.
And we appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
God bless you guys. So if it doesn't work out and we don't keep the movie going past Monday, we're going to make a decision by Sunday night. I might do another live stream on Instagram, but we're going to make a decision by Sunday night. And if we decide to keep it going, then you'll know. But if we don't, then we don't. And if we don't, then we probably are going to not be around for a while. Just because we're going to want to clear our heads and figure out what we're going to do next after this is all over. So now you know. That's where we're at. Hopefully this all works out for the best. We're waiting for a miracle. We're praying for a miracle. Pray with us. Pray with us.
Send us your prayers.
God bless you guys.
God bless.
We love you.
Yes, we do. Bye.
Happy weekend. Happy Friday.
Yep.
We love you guys. MyTruthDoc.com.
Yep.
Don't miss it. Bye. Bye.